Hi, for this video what I want to do is show you how to solve trig equations when you're looking for exact answers. Anytime you're looking for an exact answer from 0 to 2 pi, then you're going to use the unit circle to help you find the exact values. So that is the purpose of this video. I know that other times they may ask for the approximate solution, and there are ways of doing that as well, but for this one we are going to look for the exact values. So the first example that I have is cosine x plus sine x tangent x equals 2. So my advice to you is whenever you have something complicated like this, I would try to rewrite it in terms of just one trig function. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is I'm going to rewrite tangent in terms of sine over cosine. So if you remember that tangent is really sine x divided by cosine x, and this equals 2. So now we're going to simplify again. So for this we have cosine x plus sine squared x over cosine x equals 2. And I find the easiest thing to do whenever I have fractions in an equation that I'm solving is to multiply everything by the lowest common denominator. So the only denominator that I have is cosine x. So I would just distribute this to everything. So cosine x times cosine x would give me cosine squared x. On the next one, the cosine x's would cancel each other out, so I would have sine squared x. And then I would have 2 times cosine x. And you might be able to solve this another way, so sometimes the way that I do it isn't the only way that it can be done, but it is the way that I saw it. So if you went through this and found it a different way, a lot of times that's acceptable too. So with cosine squared x plus sine squared x, remember that this is the Pythagorean identity where sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. So it's easiest to rewrite it in this form. And then we want to get cosine x by itself. So I'm just going to write cosine x on the left-hand side just because I like to have it on that side. I'm just going to switch sides. All I need to do is divide both sides by 2, so I end up with cosine x equals 1/2. Okay, now if it didn't equal something that was on the unit circle, at this place we would do the inverse cosine to figure out what the angle was, but because I want the exact values, I am going to go over to my unit circle. And it is kind of hard to see, but for this one, remember that every time that you're on your unit circle that it is cosine, comma, sine. So we're going to look for everywhere that cosine is 1/2. So if you remember, cosine is positive both in quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. So we're going to look for where our first value is 1/2. So we can see that cosine 1/2 occurs at pi over 3. And then cosine 1/2 occurs again at 5 pi over 3. And those are the only two places that my cosine value ends up being positive 1/2. All right, so now let's check, or let's do the second one that we have here. So I have tangent x equals plus square root 3 equals 0. So this one's a lot easier to solve because all we have to do is rewrite this in terms of our or solving for tangent x. So I would move the square root 3 to the opposite side, and when I do that it becomes negative square root of 3. And remember that tangent, we just talked about this, is sine over cosine. So we want to figure out where does sine over cosine simplify down to negative square root of 3. So if we look through, we can see that since it's sine divided by cosine, we want to make sure that it is square root of 3 on the top and the 1/2 on the bottom. So for this one, we want it to be negative, and remember tangent is negative in quadrant 2 as well as quadrant 4. So we are looking for where sine equals square root of 3 over 2 and cosine equals negative 1/2, or the signs could be reversed. So that's when that is going to work out, because if you remember that square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2 would simplify into the square root of 3. So that's where this is coming from. So where sine is square root of 3 over 2 and cosine is 1/2 occurs at 2 pi over 3. And then it also occurs down here at 5 pi over 3. So the negative square root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. So those would be your two answers. So 2 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. And I will do a couple other videos with solving trig equations because there's a lot of different situations that can happen, so make sure you watch for those. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. If there are additional topics that you would like me to cover, please let me know that as well.